Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the grab. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments, because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Making people miss. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. You're not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Receiver makes the catch, and he will be stuffed for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the 1st down marker.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Same tailback, another carry. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, he came close to putting his ball into the end zone, becomes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Quarterback drops back. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice look.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then end up picked. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Give it to the back again. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw it. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Trying to create here on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
I love plays like this when everything just kind of comes together. It's like an orchestra. Offensive line giving the quarterback enough time. The receiver works from the left all the way over across the formation to the right. And the quarterback with that time puts the ball right on the money. Well designed and well executed here for a big play for this offense.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Texas State. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Offense in hurry-up mode. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. A handoff from the shotgun. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Here's the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Get to the line here in the no huddle. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made quickly at the 11 with the offense in the red zone now.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. Championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. In chunk play, this offense operating at peak efficiency. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of effect.
And he will score. Touchdown, Texas State. They're setting out to try the PAT. And there's the point after. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers offense back out there. This has been an offensive show so far. Back and forth, both defenses reeling at the moment. Under pressure, just lets it go. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. You better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This try is no good. He missed it, and the game is still tied up. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he gave it a shot, but should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted it at the 19. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And we get the second half started with the running play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made, a lot of space now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Bringing pressure. He'll be taken down. Marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. An important third down attempt for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's a bullet over the middle. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing the third and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And they go in front here in the second half.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. The Texas State offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. I mean, it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Linebacker shifting around now. Looking to scramble. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. The defense gets bailed out after that big play because of the penalty. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Oh, it's a reverse. A change of direction. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the same runner's got it again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On third down, he drops to throw. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. Now it's first and goal inside the 5-yard line.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
Memphis, 28, Texas State, 21.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. They've got him again. Defense making it very tough down here on the goal line. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. Well, that one is going to sting. Take the crucial touchdown off the board. They'll be backed up and have to try it again. They break the huddle for third and goal. They're 2 for 2 on third downs this drive. And now the running back's got it again. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. It's caught downfield. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Planning up to try the extra point. And the extra point gets it within 3, 31-28. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. The Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick completion to the tight end. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Getting set. Here's second down. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Brought down, but broken tackle and produced a solid gain there.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Looks like Memphis will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll try the ground game here with the running back. Powerful running here. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. 2nd down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And now the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Touchdown, Memphis. Still no answer for this offense. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. We're in for an exciting finish. This offense likely has one last drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Memphis Tigers.